What is document control numbering, why is it required, and how do you set it up? In this video, we're going to dive into that and more. Hi there, my name is Josh, and I have over 10 years of experience in technical writing. I'm also the founder of Technical Writer HQ. And this video is for professionals or soon-to-be technical writers who want to learn about the very important component of document control, which is document control numbering. Before we dive into all that though, take a moment to subscribe to our channel, and that way you don't miss any of our future videos about technical writing. Now let's go ahead and get started. Document control numbering is a use of a system for document numbering that allows you to create, store, and then access documents in an organized manner. It is one component of a holistic document control system that helps you to ensure that documents are created, reviewed, modified, issued, distributed, and accessed according to approved procedures and standards. Before getting into the details, let's look at a few analogies from everyday life that will help us understand the concept. We use names to uniquely identify people. Sometimes multiple individuals have the same names, but they can be identified by unique physical features such as the face and fingerprints. We use street addresses to uniquely identify homes and other types of property. And we use file names and folders to organize the files we work on in our homes and offices. This system works well for a few files, but it wouldn't work if we needed to track hundreds or even thousands of files. For example, millions of books are published every year. Take a look at any book around you and you'll find that it has an ISBN number. ISBN stands for International Standard Book Number. Each ISBN number has 13 digits, divided into 5 segments that uniquely identify the country, language, publisher, and edition of the book. ISBNs have a barcode that can be quickly scanned by a barcode reader, and this makes computer-based ordering and stock control much easier than if books were identified by title only. The example of books is quite similar to what happens in organizations, especially in large organizations. Hundreds and even thousands of new documents are generated every day. Without a proper system in place, it wouldn't be possible to track all the documents. Before we get into further detail here about document numbering systems, let's first discuss document control and why it's required. Document control refers to the profession and practice of ensuring that approved document management standards are followed for document creation, review, modification, issuance, distribution, and accessibility. Document control procedures ensure that the information contained in organizational documents is accurate and up to date, updated regularly, and that the proper process for document updates is followed. And document control procedures ensure that inaccurate or obsolete documents are removed. And document control also creates auditable records of document creation, modification, and exchange. It's important to know that each organization is made up of several departments, often many departments, and each department has sometimes many employees who work on various projects and tasks. And each day, hundreds of documents are created, reviewed, approved, distributed, stored, and accessed. And this needs to happen in a correct manner. If a document numbering system is in place, then departments and employees know how to name documents that are related to different purposes, projects, and tasks, how to store them, and how to access them. And this does not apply only to unique documents, but also to updated versions of the same type of document. Version control is a method of managing multiple versions of the same document, particularly when it is important to keep a record of how the document was created and changed over time. Each time the document is revised, a revision number is applied, which enables you to identify the latest version of the document and differentiate between drafts and final approved versions of the document. And version control is helpful in collaborative environments where a number of different contributors may be working on the development of a document, and it's important to track changes, capture key decisions, and document the reviewing process. And version control is often applied to the key documents such as policies, procedures, and strategic plans, particularly when these documents are reviewed and updated on a regular basis, and it is essential to know which version is currently in force or which version was in force at a particular point in time. And to consider what a document numbering system would look like, let's take the case of a company with 8 different departments, such as HR, finance, accounts, engineering, administration, IT, sales, and marketing. So, normal looking company here. And the first part of the document number would indicate the company and could be an abbreviation of the company name, such as APL, and that could stand for Apple. The second part of the document number could be an abbreviation for the location, such as NYC for New York City. And the third part of the document number could indicate the department or division. For example, HR for the Human Resource Department, IT for the Information Technology Department, and so on. And the fourth part of the document number could indicate the type of document. For example, SOP for Standard Operating Procedure or POL for Policy. The fifth part of the document number could indicate the process level. For example, AP for Accounts Payable or AR for Accounts Receivable. And the sixth part of the document number could indicate the procedure level, which would be a sequential number for each procedure. The final part of the document number could indicate the document version and use a revision number such as V1 for the first version or V2 for the second version, and so on. The following is a sequence of steps that you could follow to implement document control numbering in your organization. You want to identify your requirements. The most important thing to consider when setting up a document control numbering system are your requirements. The system that you use could be a complex system or something that is quite simple, but it has to satisfy your organizational requirements. You also want to develop a document control numbering system. So once you have identified all your requirements, the next step is to develop a system or structure for document control numbering. The structure could be something like the sample numbering system that was discussed earlier, or it could be different. Again, the document numbers would depend on the document properties, which depend on your department and organizational requirements. And you also want to implement the document control system. So document control numbers are one aspect of the overall document control system that you would deploy for your organization. Other aspects of document management include processes and procedures for document creation, storage, access, distribution, and updating. You also have electronic document management systems, or EDMS. Most organizations in this day and age use electronic document management systems, and setting up the document control system would include selecting one of these types of software or systems and then configuring it to use the document control numbers that you have developed. You also want to train employees on the use of the system. And once the systems are set up, your staff for all departments would need to know and understand the document control system before they can use it properly. Your training strategy could consist of an initial training session and a few refresher sessions when required. You can also include the essentials of your document control strategy in the respective employee handbooks that are provided to every employee. And this would enable the employees to refer to handbooks and get the required information easily whenever they need to. You should also test the document numbering system. So once a system is set up and employees have received initial training on it, you can then test it, and hopefully it was set up correctly from the beginning and it should work. Now, often in the beginning, every system might go through a few hiccups as people learn how to use it. But one of the benefits of the test phase is that you learn about what works and what doesn't, and what changes are required that will help the system function smoothly in the long term. You should also review and update the document numbering system. Based on the observations and feedback received during the test phase, you can make the required changes and update the system to incorporate the changes. And this won't be the only time that you would need to make changes. Learning is an ongoing process. With time, new requirements will develop and other significant changes might be required. You'll need to update the document management system, including the numbering systems, when new needs and requirements arise. And there you have it. We just went over what is document control numbering, why is it required, and how do you set it up. And if you feel like you learned something from this video and you have a better understanding of what document control numbering is, then make sure to go ahead and like the video and subscribe to our channel so you can keep up with everything technical writing from Technical Writer HQ. And if you have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comment section below the video, and I'll go ahead and see you on some of our future videos. Take care. Cheers.